That was 4 years ago, well, over 4 years ago now, or thereabout, when one of those arrogant criminals, one of the beneficiaries of the first term of Bokwari, he later became an activist too, when he got dropped and he got played in your politics and none like that, okay? I just thought I should drop that in between to remind every one of us that, you see, doing things, same thing again and again and again and expecting a different result is considered as symptoms of lunacy or madness. Sure, you get that, like somebody we know well. Now, if you pay attention to all these criminals and what they do and how they go about it, and the resultant effect of that is that they leave the problems, okay? They leave the issue, and they pay more attention to people's reactions to the problems. So in the course of trying to fight off people's reactions, the problems continue to grow or fester. And at the end of the day, become a real big issue. Now, because they've never taken responsibility ever, so they will still come back and then blame you for distracting them. I have seen it happen many times, and I've seen people who have lost everything because of these rogues and all of those paid sellers to lie to you or to shout you down. Shut up your mouth. Shut up. Just go and complain to another person. My friend, get out of here. You know, all those people that will continue to shut you down, right? I have seen it happen many times. But I have also seen a real shift from people helping them to give excuses to calling them out and even determined to go after them. And I just believe that that shift is a shift into the right direction. The more you know, the more you should be determined of what you really, really want or what you don't want. There is no future for anybody in Nigeria. So you would either have to fight for it and die trying. Fighting for it doesn't mean that you're going to get it. I'm fighting for my future. Go and see how many people they fight for their future in Oshodi. Go to Aba, go to Unewi. Go straight there to Kano. I'll go to all those popular cities where people, they chase their dreams. And they will never, ever, ever meet that dream. Because the system is programmed that way. Here you get. And it shouldn't have been that way. But with the right information, armed with the right information, you begin to see the pattern. And as time goes by, you begin to see the relevance of all of the nonsense they use in the kind of distracting you. Things like tribal supremacy, ethnic supremacy, religious supremacy, and every other nonsense that make you feel like because of who you are, where you come from, or whatever you do makes you better than the next person who is not fortunate enough to come from where you come from. That illusion, the moment you outgrown that, once you outgrow that, yeah, trust me, we are shifting to that right direction where people will begin to be like, no. And they know it. They do, they know it. They said, and they acknowledged that the type of information that are available on social media, they call them unvetted. Let me tell you the danger of this unvetted information that always just land on your laps every now and then. So many of you, they are nothing. You see that memo where they decided to steal money from the grain levy account. Usually, you see that memo that they kill people for them. Thank God for social media, or thank Onyubos, or thank the inventor of social media and the internet. There are memos that can get people killed. They are called secret memo. They are not anymore. And they spend so much that you see that single memo that just came on your screen like that, just like that memo that stopped the war in Niger Republic. To this generation, you will never understand what that simply means. Back in the days, such memo would have either been killed at the production, what did they call that thing? At production level before it gets to the editor. Publication, before it gets to publication, editor's table. That is where, and that, stories like that made so many people powerful editors of different news media in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s. They killed Delegiwa. What you think say Delegiwa they do that time? People that have access to information, they go give them to Delegiwa. Delegiwa go publish them with some document that they released to him. So the public will read them because they know that such information are privileged information that can bring down government, information that can, but it's just like it can't bring down corrupt government per se. You need something more. But social media today, they just drop it on your lap like that. And then there you are. Hey, 420,000. Hey, can you imagine? $422,000 for Oloshos in America. Oh, God. And those who are working in government themselves, they are not worried. They are not scared. Okay? Oh, have you seen what is on social media? You see that memo signed by Tinubu? You see that memo signed by this minister? You see this so and so and so? Those, how did he make it to the public? They are not worried. Today, unfortunately, that is what is kind of missing. And we need to bring that back. You need to understand the worth of every kind of information that exposes the activities of these criminals. Now, it's easier for you to put 1 and 2 together than to have an idea where this is headed. You don't sit down and say, Keyamo said, because he's aviation minister, and you will believe him. You can't believe somebody like that. By the time you put together all of the antecedents and all of their own position on things as well, right? So if Keyamo finally now disappoints all of you, you won't be disappointed. Now, if you have that capacity of at least accepting what it is and rejecting what is not, don't make them up, then we probably will get back at that generation or build that generation that understand the usefulness of vital information, especially the one that can really harm them and give them reason to push back on things that directly affects them and nobody wants to take responsibility for. I was talking about understanding why you want to fight. You need to understand why you want to fight. You need to understand the people you want to fight. And you need to understand what you intend to gain from that fight. The moment you are set out on all of that, your effort will no longer be for nothing or be hijacked by people who are waiting in the corner to profit from your, from your efforts. So we need that generation. We need that kind of people who understand the weighty importance of informations like this, so that you continue to cut down the mileage of this scheme, because it is the same pattern. They lie to you, they do something else, and then you are waiting, wondering why everything is still very much hard, everything is still not working, and all of that mystery that you are actually going through or you will still go through. Now, when you understand where this is coming from, it is not going to be tough to tell you who to fight and how to fight. You know that. So we have seen their wars. And if our causes cannot make them run mad every time they decided to do wrong thing, which is what they actually do every time. So if our causes could not make them run mad when they do every wrong thing or illegal thing like that, but the causes is making them to loot, is making them what? To continue to oppress, jail, incarcerate, and even kill those they feel are somehow threats to whatever they have going. So if our causes will not make them run mad, but makes them loot conveniently, then there's no point in asking anybody to stop cursing them. But we must now go beyond just cursing them. Now Ogun go kill them. Now so go kill them and all of that. Before Ogun kill them, there are some things that you can really do that should first incapacitate them. And it all starts from detaching yourself completely from them. Ideally, I want to have another break. I will be back. I'll take you to Alex Sotti in Abia, where he's having a kind of public convo with some people. I want to share that with you. I'm coming back.
I'll be announcing billionaires as the mayor of your local government. If you don't like it, go and hit your head against the wall. One of the days when local government chairman will come and be sharing money, we don't share money here. First of all, I do not take. Are you listening to me? Yes. Everywhere I go with my wife. I have only one wife.
Yes, sir.
So if you are unfortunate to have 3 wives, that's your business. My own is only 1. And I have 3 children. And we can look after each other. When you begin to have problems, it's when your expenditure begins to go above your income. Me, I have a way of managing my expenditure without my income. Within my income. So we are not expensive. I'm not even taking salary. The speaker reminded me that I'm not taking salary for 4 years. I will not take it for 4 months. I will not take it for 4 years. And the fact that I couldn't do anything with the salary, I don't need it. The woman who has not been paid for 4 years, as we took over, June, I paid June salaries, I paid me with 1 month allocation. July, I paid July and I paid April. August, I paid August, I paid March. And then when we got September, we paid September and we paid February. Finish paying. Within this period, we borrowed money. We will pay the vendor. And we pay all the people. Are you a living witness? So it's a living witness. You don't need to know what is living and what is witness. So let me use this opportunity to congratulate all the people on the high table and the people that won awards this year. And it's good to win awards. It means you are doing well. But anytime people tell you are doing well, it means you should do more. The reward for hard work is more. So all the people that won awards, please do more. We cannot run away. This place is our home. Gone are the days of indigenous, non-indigenous. All of us are indigenous. So, whether you are from Anambra or from Enugu, Emeka Nnamani, where are you? Honorable Emeka Nnamani, the boy was born here. He was born here. His father was born here. And people were telling me not to give him tickets. Are you mad? He's another boy. Stephen Uchone, where are you? Stephen Uchone was born here. All his taxes are here. He went to school here. And you are telling me he's from Amici. Amici is story. Aba is the real deal. So I let you forget. This thing win. All of us are Aba boys and Aba girls. And they go only because now watch So if anybody had made you feel that there was a difference between you and the man doesn't have brain, now the people with brain have come into governance. And we are all brothers and sisters. The other day now, it was East Central State. Before East Central State, it was Eastern Region. Yes, sir. And then Old Igbo State. And then Abia, that included the boy. So we are all one and the same people. I'm working for you. Once you are an Igbo person, I'm working for you. Even if you are not Igbo and you live here, I'm working for you. Let's also not deceive ourselves. We may make mistakes. I'm a human being. So we can make mistakes. But those mistakes will not be mistakes of the heart. They will be of the head. And call my attention, will correct it. I'm one person that is never ashamed to correct my mistake. Even if I have to correct it 10 times, I'll correct it to get it right. So feel free and...
Well, the reason why I wanted you to listen to him was because they asked him that how has he been able, right, to start doing things that they were told by the PDP for 24 years in that state could not be done. And he answered them and he said, well, I've been able to use your monthly allocation to at least pay up a 2-month salary, the old salaries and the current one, and he strongly believe that he will clear that. So which simply means those who used to take the free money of the Abian people for 24 straight years have for the first time hands off. So whether himself go still doing own or not, but the fact that they were hands off for 5 months is been able to do things that a lot of people are wondering, why are they so happy? The other day, when he launched the Aba Port Harcourt road, that was just a 6.5 or so kilometer road. But if you see the joy and the happiness of the people, you will be wondering how. Well, that was supposed to be one of the most important roads in Abia State. And for 24 years, 6.5 kilometer road could not be made motorable in that state. So this guy came in. He managed to convince the Julius Baja that I will pay you. We wanted to construct this 6.4 kilometer road for us, or 6.5 kilometer road. And the effort that he was actually going to do it made a lot of them to feel like, wow, this same state will be saying a kerosene that they share for us when election is coming. I mean, how did they even manage to hold people 3 years, 4 years as salaries? And they are still working there. And the politicians are still going to the offices and presenting themselves as commissioners, special advisors, and all of that. How did they do that? Okay. Well, yeah, if you are from Yoruba land, even though some people will be like, the Yorubas are like Oliver Twist. They are the wealthiest region of Nigeria. Thanks for the political arrangement that gave us that, by the way. Even though the wealth doesn't reflect in our people as it should. However, you know, when it comes to road construction, bridges, infrastructures per se, there are some states in Yoruba land that are quite partly lucky. For example, in Oyo State, where Seyi Makinde is their governor, I saw a clip just 2 days ago where he was giving an update on an ongoing 116-kilometer road. 116-kilometer road with about 2 or 3 bridges on them. And I was like, if Alex Otti should launch a campaign of constructing 116-kilometer road in Abia, and with the support he currently kind of enjoys, Baba, he will probably automatically be the best governor in eastern part of Nigeria. He's got a great idea, by the way. That's just about a 6.5-kilometer road. The same guy is now the one that is leading the charge for them to build their own Abia, Abia business city or something like that. And they are also planning to build a corridor lane, which is going to lead straight to the Atlantic from their own part of the Niger, right? So which will allow, at least for the first time, the ability of the people of Eastern Nigeria to actually import directly, not by going to any other seaport. So they are pushing that. Hopefully it works for them anyway. But 116-kilometer road, I'll show you. That's in Ibadan. So when it is completed, it's going to be a ring road that is expected to take all traffic out of Ibadan, in and out of Ibadan through the ring road. So you can avoid all of the Ibadan traffic. If you are approaching Ibadan, you are passing through that city, right? You can just pass through the ring road and you can avoid everything. Great concept, by the way. And that is in Yoruba land. The last time I showed you Oples Uzodingba. Oples Uzodingba was promising the Imo youth that he was going to secure for them visa, working visa, okay, to the European Union. 4,000 of them will be taken abroad and they will be given jobs by the European countries, okay? But they, the young people, they needed to first vote for him again to be their governor. And just today, he himself shared where some of these youth said they have adopted him. But what caught my attention was actually the obediently hopeful. Like what's that wordplay all about from Imo State? Here.
This is pure love of the youth of Imo. This is pure love of the youth on the streets. These persons have been here since 7 a.m. They've been marching the streets of the way to showcase their love and tell everybody in Imo State that obedient youths in this state has given their governor, the obedient governor, their support and will give you their vote come 11 November 2023. Everybody you see here like me have a voter's card. And this vote to be used obediently for the governor we know. We've agreed before now that we have seen, we have verified, because this is a verification age. We have verified the other candidates that are running for election with His Excellency. We have checked their pedigree. We've checked their character. We've checked their integrity. We've checked the public offices they've held before and what they did with it. And we said to them, we cannot change the governor we know for you who we don't know.
What I see here is the generation of the new leadership. And what I see here
to present the roadmap for the new Imo. I want to thank you for the honor done to me today. I want to thank.
So I thank every of you, and I thank the press for your reporting. I have not found any negative reporting these days. Probably because most of your media houses are publishing adverts, money, and the rest of it is coming. So most of them are happy that their media houses, those who have not gotten, you have to go for fasting. And that more things should come out so we can patronize all the media houses. But frankly speaking, I want to thank you for the support.
It is smoke Igbo. It is taking them.
From Imo State. I know it is the job of all these political jobbers. Now, everybody, they try cash out wherever they can. It's how it works in Nigeria today. Young people reduced to political jobbers. And unfortunately, they have them in their thousands. And they have other millions who are who are hoping to be like those ones that could hold the microphone in front of Oloshos or Dingba and collect their 2 million or 3 million naira cash they will give to them there, or 5 million naira cash or 10 million naira. And that's the job. You get paid that, the job is done. On the election day, you help them organize other violent people that are going to ensure that Oloshos or Dingba returns so that the suffering can continue. Then they pay you maybe another 5 million, Abi. But for those others who are there in that, under that sun, shouting, doing all of that, they probably will get less. I mean, I don't think they will probably get anything more than 1,000 naira by the time they start sharing the money. The young people. I mean, I would prefer to be in Kano instead of being in Imo. You know why? In Kano, they were giving people wives with bed, with bag of rice, and pillow, and your dowry. Wherever you are going to need 50,000 naira. No, listen to this. So, I'll give you the list again. In Kano, if you have nothing to do with your life and your life is that so hopeless and useless, instead of you to go and be a political vuvuzela for a murderer like Oloshos or Dingba, I'd rather be in Kano where they will give me wife. They go pay their dowry for me. Sure you get. They go give me bed, give me pillow, give me bag of rice. Can't give me 50,000 naira and do wedding for me in a mass wedding. Ladies and gentlemen, it's actually a state project. Somebody said, Mayegun, they gave them bed, though. I said, yeah, they gave them bed. Hey, 1,800 of them married. I said, yes, 1,800. Couple, I said, yeah, couple. That's how many then? 3,600. Oh, 3,600 people are now married. Yes, they are. So what's going to happen then? What do you mean? They should just go and procreate, they call it. Go and procreate. By this time next year, October next year, out of the 1,800 couple, they may come back with 1,500 children, if not more. Sure, you know. So if you are producing, listen to this one. If you are marrying them every month or every year, 4,000, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, and you give them bag of rice, you give them bed, you give them pillow, and you give them money, then they go create. So they create, they have no plan of, there's no plan of them having real job anyway, right? So finally, the children ended up as Alimajiri on the streets. And in a space of 5-6 years, Alimajiri child can vote. I don't mean to crack you up because it's not funny. Do you know it's not funny? It is not. But it's just that if I have choice, I would rather be in Kano than be in Owerri. I go to dress like this, go meet my wife. I go the dance. Omo, me omo lomo. Like be life, I just appear. You know those ones they will say, Baba, I dey invite you go one party. Oh, say party ke, Baba. I no bring my tele, I no bring any clothes. Oh. They say about this kind of party, you know they bring anything. Not just to just appear. Once you get to the party, they go take you to a room. You go choose what you want wear. Sure, you understand? Choose your size, choose everything. Get ready before you enter the party. Now to just bring yourself down. Me maybe say, now for my marriage, wedding day, I go meet my bride. I no need to pay any, you know what I mean? Just I go to dance. That song, the way they see there, they look left, and they see bag of rice, they see bed, they see all of that. That is a state government project, by the way. It is actually a regular state-sponsored program to marry people off so as to avoid fornication. Do you understand? That's the reason. Oh. It is a government project that they have budget for. Okay? People apply. You understand? You go and apply and say, please, I want to marry. Say, you get wife? No, I no get wife. How old are you? You get job? I no get job. But I don't dey old. I need wife. They'll go say, okay, Abudu or Sumaila. Sumaila Abudu, put your name down. Once we see your wife, we'll contact you. Next ceremony, it will be you. They will give you clothes, give you everything where you need. Just appear. That's Nigeria, by the way. And at the end of the day, you go think say the children that they are giving birth to, that the same state government has planned for them. Do you understand? That okay, if all these people come they bomb and the country had the government, I mean the state government welfare program is also there to take care of them, medical, education, and every other thing. No be so they work. Oh. Now, when the government will put together program of people to be copulating, to be procreating, and they have no plan for them or their offspring or their children, abi? So once those children grow up, they go come they cause problem everywhere. You've heard about Lamidio Tapampa Sabi. He is not from Kano, by the way. I'm just saying, like, I'm not sure. Maybe during their own time they used that same arrangement to kind of marry people. I'm not trying to say that. But you've heard about him, Abi? Somebody will be an old man, and today is one of the court jester, the clown that you will see in the Nigeria political space. But some are saying that the same level of arrangee marriages like that, with no real plan for the product of such union, could also be the reason why you will continue to have people like Arabambi. Okay, I was just strolling yesterday as well, just my usual way on this, what do you call it? On this Zuckerville Street as well as Elon Musk Square. And then I just saw somebody say, Arabambi, kilo took the buy saying. They say Arabambi, they give press conference. On who? Kilude now. They say on Peter Obi. Okay. I want to listen. What's he saying? Yusuf, listen. Arabambi.
Gregory Obi is that of his brother, killed by the drug baron. I repeat, Peter Obi's elder brother, his firstborn, was a drug baron that was killed. He belonged to Andy Okonkwo, the IKB group in the early 80s. He should bring a birth certificate. And we want to know who is Gregory, rather than him to comport himself. He's telling the whole world that is not. Obi is not a clean person. For 8 years, he did not conduct local government election in Anambra. He came to save money for Anambra. These are the money he put in a private bank, and he collected interest in the money. He saved Anambra money in Fidelity Bank. If truly he was saving for the people of Anambra, he should have put it in Union Bank or First Bank. He used the money for collateral for private businesses. The bank were issuing letter of credit, and is the one accusing the president of being a thief. How on earth will such a person go on here on a national television station and accuse somebody of fraud when he knew he has no local standard? People should come and ask him what happened to his elder brother. What killed him? 2, why did he not allow his elder brother's wife to remarry or leave his house? Why is he using only his school certificate and so on? We want Peter Obi to deny this allegation, and we are ready to bring out more facts. Most importantly, Peter Obi needs to come back to the press and show his birth certificate. I put it to him via the World Press Conference that the name on the birth certificate is not Peter Obi. He's using the name of his brother, and even the Next International company he claimed to have owned when he was in school belonged to that his dead brother. Finally, I have been warned, even up to this morning, not to grant this press conference by Peter Obi and Julius Aburi. Yes, they said I risk losing my life. The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Akpabiole Tinubu, should note that should anything happen to me and my family, the Inspector General of Police must be put on notice that Mr. Peter Obi and Abure are to be arrested for my assassination. There is no need for any investigation, as that may be silenced anytime soon by them. I implore the IGP and the DSS to watch me closely so that I will not be killed for saying the truth. I pray for the repose of the soul of Mohbad, but there will not be any another Mohbad in Nigeria. Dr. Akpabiole Arabambi, National Public Secretary, Labour Party, October 13, 20.
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
Arabambi. In case if you probably have problem understanding now what he was saying, make I tell you. That guy, a disgraced member of Labour Party, that somehow people were shocked that, Abba, how could you that have a presidential candidate begin to fight your presidential candidate because he's taking the presidential candidate of another party to court over election? How could you be so up like that? Okay, part of his allegations, so make I list them out for those of you who didn't understand what he was saying completely, Abi. He said Peter Obi also forged his own certificate. That the name on Peter Obi's birth certificate is different from the name on the WAEC certificate. And according to him, he said, from their investigation, that Peter Obi's brother is the one called Gregory. That Peter Obi's brother, that people should ask Peter Obi, what killed his brother? That his name is Gregory. That they should also ask Peter Obi why Peter Obi did not let the wife of his brother to remarry. This is what they do. He said Peter Obi did not conduct local government elections in Anambra State. Peter Obi took the money of Anambra and invested it in his family business and banks. So when they were paying the profit on that investment, they paid it to Peter Obi. And that is what Peter Obi used, and he continued to say he's a rich man. That is one. In that same breath, the same Arabambi said, Peter Obi should be asked what killed his brother and the business of his brother, which Peter Obi was telling people that he started when he was in school, that he should tell the people the truth. And you know what this is? If you know how propaganda works, by the time you begin to hear from people who are supposed to be reasonable people, older people, they will begin to reference it as well. And that is why I don't think I have a dog in that fight than to just set the record straight. So it was reported that Peter Obi that invested Anambra State money in bonds and other things. The record of those banks and how much he puts there. The record of how much that money generated and then paid back to the Anambra State government. All of these are public. Okay. Also, it was also on record that it was a PDP that took Peter Obi to court that he cannot conduct local government elections in Anambra State. Because when the court removed UNGA and Peter Obi became governor, so what happened then? Anambra already had caretaker committee, PDP caretaker local government administrators. In fact, the record showed that UNGA already met the elected local government chairmen who were pretty much like appointed by the Andy Ubas. So when Peter Obi came in, their case was already in court. Part of the case that Ngige was also fighting to dissolve them. So when Obi came, he dissolved them. And they took him to court that he cannot conduct another election when they have not completed their terms. This was the case that put a hold on an election in Anambra State for 7 years. But for political, wherever, it is easier said and say he never conducted election. And that's what Arambambi is repeating. A lot of them have repeated that same thing. But the bottom line is that it is not true. But for political, wherever, for person who come from your own political party, to then be making a press conference to take all that up, right? Because they needed it to counter him for saying Tinubu should come out, come out and tell people the truth about all of this. So if Arabambi is accusing Peter Obi of murder, and I think at the same time he can quickly call the police and say they want to kill me, oh, they said I should not say this truth. What truth are you saying? You are clearly lying. And it's a clear defamation. All for what? For waiting. Just to say, make them leave Tinubu alone. Then Nigeria, our Nigeria politics. I carry yansh for all of you now where they think say you have a chance of helping them. You don't get chance. It is so dirty and so evil. And the men are willing and ready to be used in perpetuating that evil. Somebody is now using Obi's dead brother who died a very long time ago in order to save Kolu, the drug dealer, certificate forger. A person is now using that as a political talk and then accusing him of killing his brother, taking over his business, and stopping his wife from remarrying. On top waiting, on top say Kolu forged certificate. Atiku took him to court too, and it became the irreparable damages. Listen to that. Well. I told you, I saw that on the way and I was like, So I am not saying, I'm not one of those that is saying that Obi is a saint. In fact, I don't give a damn about Obi per se. But I have discovered that in this Nigeria of today, the majority of those that are attacking Obi, they are attacking him for not being corrupt enough. Do you understand what that means? They are saying they agree that all of their criminals, they are shameless, stinking criminals that they call leaders. They agree that they are criminals, but they are upset that Peter Obi is not criminal enough like their own criminal leader. So they have to make things up so that they can believe that there must be something somewhere, Sha. There must be something, Sha. I shall believe. There must be something that is not known. What is that thing? Let us treat what is known and stop making things up, Abi. No, Mayegun, Obi is not a saint. I can tell you this. We all know that Obi is not a saint. Nobody is saying he's a saint. If you have anything on him, bring it out. Don't make them up. None of the things they said about Tinubu is made up. You know it. So you can't say because Tinubu is a drug dealer, Tinubu is a career criminal, Tinubu is this or that. Okay? So that's what I see in it. People were pretty much angry that Obi is not corrupt enough. Do you see that when you see Atiku and the people supporting Tinubu, when they are fighting themselves, they don't attack themselves with hatred. They just say, well, even your Atiku na thief, even we all know, they agree. But when it comes to that of Obi, they just have to make something up. It's like he's not corrupt enough. How come they couldn't find anything? That's the only thing I found, though. And you all know that. He invested family money. He invested Anambra money in family business. But the person who succeeded him came back and said, well, we raped that investment to 75 billion naira windfall for Anambra State. To the point that Willie Obaino could not steal that money. He had to say he was building an airport. So he delivered the airport. 38 billion naira airport. Out of 75 billion naira will be saved. That is on record. And he also said, if you have one single evidence of any Anambra penny traced to either myself, my wife, any of my children, or anybody who worked with me for that period I was governor, I will stop working about and I will stop talking about Nigeria and the corruption in Nigeria. They couldn't come up with anything. Sure, you understand? So they just have to repeat something until they believe. They want you to believe it. They want you to believe it that now he invested. Why didn't he invest the money in so other bank? Tinubu don't even invest anybody's money anywhere. Your criminal politicians, they are not investing anybody's money anywhere. They just box the money, and just take them out of Nigeria. You are proud of them because they have so much money to continue to push their political careers, Abi. Their political careers that continue to impoverish you. Sure, you know. So when they come out and repeat all of this, and you're like, come on, man. So I would rather believe what I see, not what you want me to believe. And that's my own thing about him. And they say he brags so differently. Chike, how you doing today, Chike? Thank you very much for that. By the way, you are so nice, so generous. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I am planning to take calls, okay? So I'm going to pop us on a short hold soon. And I'm going away. I'm going away tomorrow. So I'm not going to be here regularly, like, So the least you can hear from me is going to be when I use my own phone or other device to possibly just, stream for maybe a few minutes and just say hi to everybody and just catch up. So for the next 5 days, I would not be around. So yeah, we'll take calls tonight and then we'll call it tonight, okay? But let me go and make myself a cup of tea. That's a refresher. Don't go anywhere. You can still like this broadcast. Like it before you leave, okay? If you have to go. If you want to call in, the number is on your screen and you can use that to add your own contribution as well tonight. I'll be back. Thank you so much, guys, and that beautiful rendition that has become part of Mayegu's Diary Politico. Now, like I said earlier, okay, if you want to call in, right, the line is going to be opened to everyone very soon. So it's usually the WhatsApp call, and there are those who usually want to call in directly. It's up to you, okay? Now, I believe you should sort of like the broadcast if you still very much are with us. Here we go. Hello there.
Okay. Oh, hello, Mayegun. How are you?
I am very well. How are you, sir?
I'm good. These are crime and controversy. Anyway, that's how I want to put my name out.
Okay, then crime and controversy. Well, that's controversial, I would say. But Baba, you are all
yes.
live now. Go on, please.
Okay, please. I want to give a suggestion on a way that your message can reach a lot of people.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know, because some people in your channel have maybe suggested, because me, I don't have money. If I had, I actually would have keyed into this. Like, if you can get like translate this thing to Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba, and organize people in Telegram groups in what do they call it? Maybe look for somebody like maybe editors in Nigeria that can translate your broadcast to these three.
Well, that sounds good.
Yes, put people in different Telegram groups that maybe once in a week, if there will be small snippets of just to encourage people to come to that Telegram group. If not small giveaway, they will always be given in that Telegram group. Then your message can, apart from just because you see, some people are saying, let's have a revolution. Let's have a revolution today. No, revolution is spontaneous.
Yes.
It's by messaging. I used to tell one of my friends that, let me tell you, me before I was not interested in Nigerian issues. When I used to eat when I used to like, how will I put it now? There was a point in my life I was not like growing up. I never used to care about Nigeria because I knew that Nigeria would never work. You understand? Even in my own state, I grew up as a child. I saw that the road in front of my street, it was not fixed for more than 25 years, 30 years. You know, so even as and one thing that made me understand some things about, you know, good politics is when I was young, I used to hear my dad complaining how governors used to come and fix boreholes. So my father used to look at it like a shameful thing. You know, before governors used to come and commission borehole. I don't know if you remember.
I do.
They will leave their states. They will leave their states to come and commission borehole. So I think maybe, you know, Telegram can contain a lot of people. So, you know, if
like hundreds of thousands, you're right. And that's a very brilliant one. I could put people on a payroll for that because, you know, I've had people ordinarily that I've been paying for years now, and I don't think they're actually delivering value for that money for me. So I would have to kind of redirect. So that's a brilliant one there from you. I'm going to work on it.
Yeah, so that the message will not just end here. I used to tell my friend that if we were not collectively angry, we cannot take action.
We cannot make any
It's only when we are collectively angry. I cannot be angry and you're happy. You know? And you expect us to have a revolution. It's not possible.
It's not.
You understand? It's not possible. Even of recent, that there's one of my friends, he's a Tinubu supporter. I don't know if I should say this thing. Okay, let me leave it.
Oh, you know, okay then. Well, I have one, I can tell you, right? There is this Tinubu supporter, okay, who happened to be a friend to my friend. Now, here is their story.
Oh, okay.
You know, we are talking about this issue of crashing Naira, and it's affecting a lot of people, especially those who are paying for student school fees abroad, those who are paying for medical bills, and most importantly, those who are actually trading, doing business. You have the exchange rate of this today, tomorrow it don't change. It don't change again, and change again, and change again. So for those who are like part of this shameless group of people, they are also looking for cheap forex behind the scene. For example, this my friend used to actually be one of that person's source of forex. So you know what that means is that that person is in Nigeria, is okay. You know what I mean? You know, person where they okay will be the person to send somebody or pay the school fees of somebody abroad. Abi. So every time she needed that money, she will speak to that friend and say, well, could you please let me look for any better exchange rate that I can easily, any cheaper one? And usually that one will kind of beat it down for her, but because of her daughter schooling here. Now they were jumping about Awolokon with Tinubu. Now this issue of hard forex has now led to the fact that even though they are part of the system, okay, they can no longer access those cheap forex anymore. Now that is already threatening the education of her daughter here in the UK as we speak. And if she misses whatever, that means they would probably have to wait for another year before she can continue again or something like that. Now that is affecting them deadly, but they will come behind the scene and try to speak to those who are calling them out for help. Okay, they will come to you and say, sorry, Baba, can you help me get so and so? And you'll be like, me? Why don't you do it like normal as they do it? Baba, you know Nigeria now. You know that this country is already messed up now. Please help me, please. And you'll be like, so you agree that this country is messed up? And you are looking for shortcut. Imagine millions of others who don't get anybody to look up to. So I have a story to share too, Baba. And they are like that. Many of them.
It's very, very sad. Anyway, but I know that the truth is that the way Tinubu is running the country, it will get worse. That's just the simple truth. But I thought that Nigeria is going to divide under Buhari tenure. But as it really divide, I don't think Nigeria can easily divide again because I don't know. During Buhari's tenure, there was a week. I remember more than 200 people were killed in 3 days. It was as if they were coordinating the attack. They were killing in Plateau at the same time. They were killing in Southeast almost the same time. Do you know what pained me? In fact, I have a YouTube channel. That's the name of the channel. What made me to start that channel was the name of my channel is Come Conversation. What made me to start that channel? Sometimes I wake up in the night and I start crying for people I don't know. I start crying. These are real tears. These are not people related to me. None of my family members died under Buhari. There was even a point I got so frustrated. I said, if I saw somebody that brainwashed me, I can wear bob there and just go in front of all these politicians and do the needful. I'm telling you how frustrated I was because I was like, when you go on social media, you see how other small African countries are mocking us. You look at an average Nigerian, most people are old, but because they don't have means to get, many of my friends are not married. Yes, many of my friends now, they are up to manageable age. Some of them are working maybe 150,000 naira job. Some of them are all over Europe, traveling from one country to another, traveling from where, praying for the day things will balance for them, looking for how to get.
Oh dear. I think the network will let us enjoy that further. Bro, thank you so much. If you are there, I'm just going to take another. Oh, hang on. In fact, the other one is already sort of lost as well. Now, the line is still the same, okay? The number is there on your screen. You can speak directly to me in the studio by using that number on your screen. That is plus 4477069222321, okay? It is there. Might take another one. Here we go. Hello there.
Yeah, hello. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you too. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir. I'm calling from Russia.
Great. How are you doing?
I'm fine, sir. This is actually my first time of calling.
Is it? Because one thing is that I have had a caller from Russia, and every now and then it just bump into us, and I'm like, oh my God, from Russia. Now I have a second person or even a third person. How are you, sir? Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I'm with you, sir. All
right.
See, I want to encourage.
Go on, sir, please.
Yeah, I want to encourage your program. Your program has really been a high opener.
God bless you.
You see, your program has really done a lot in the life of us that are in diaspora. So I want to add to the last caller that just said I couldn't finish the conversation concerning you expanding your program to Telegram and other sorts of communication.
I'm very much with you. I would advise you listen to your phone more and ignore the broadcast. It's a little bit delayed, okay? Because once the production gets out there, it's got about 5 seconds.
So I want to add.
Go on,
I simply want to add. So
yes,
I'll do.
I know you are.
So what I was saying
I know
is
you are listening to that broadcast to hear your voice on the screen. You need to stop that, or else it's going to remain awkward. We will not communicate.
I should just mute. I should just
mute it so that you and I can just talk. People will be listening to us and watch us right now. You and I are now producing, okay? So that the conversation can be like straightforward, sir. Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear. I can. All of us can.
Very good.
Great,
very
sir.
good.
Sure.
So I simply want to add to the advice of the last caller.
Please, sir.
So in order to enable this program, expand more, I want to quickly chip in something. Is like we have to kind of organize kind of a bulletin. I understand back days in Nigeria there used to be this Yoruba bulletin called Alawuye. So I was contemplating, if possible, we can kind of try to establish or try to establish a kind of print out Alawuye, like just a little jotter, a kind of a magazine that will get to people, that will have to like kind of empower some group of people to enable shares this, distribute Alawuye every week or every two weeks to people like marketplaces. It will be translated in Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo.
And it goes on there. We can even make it like a newsletter that will capture all that happened that week.
Yes, sir.
And explain to them how it's directly connected to them and why.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because this your program, majority of your of your supporter in this program.
Yes, sir.
This we that are in diaspora, we have the advantage of getting all the information in full. But unfortunately, people that
I am with you, sir, please. Oh, I think I might have lost him there. We seems to be having problem with that connection anyway. So yeah, I like the idea of us breaking this down and then getting them, translated into different sort of subtitled language, which can be at the same time a full-time job. I can put people on, I know it's a very sort of time-consuming one, but I know I have put people on monthly salaries of over 100 grand, okay, in the past 2 years alone, where they have been on their own time, just, getting content that reports directly happenings, from every part of Nigeria. And I have to give it up for Ahmed, that's Ahmed Buhari. Ahmed Buhari, right? He's a very good guy that has been very, very consistent. And I actually encourage us to please, if you are watching Mayegun's Diary Political from the Diaspora, take your time to always visit the Diaspora Radio International on YouTube. We need you to see what they are reporting. There are people who are actually paid to do that kind of job. So now that we see a lot of us who are interested in expanding it enough that it is easily accessible and easily sort of understandable too. So I'm buying that idea and I'm going to work on it. Thank you very much for that. Hello there.
Hello.
Oh, hello, ma.
Good afternoon. My name is Stella. I'm calling from Minnesota, USA.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, Lady Stella from Minnesota, USA. Is that right, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Great. So it's a pleasure to have you on tonight, and everybody can hear you, ma'am. Please.
It's a pleasure. You are a prophet of our time.
Oh, thank
the
you.
work you're doing for Nigeria will not be in vain.
Amen. Oh.
God is seeing it, and one day, something good will come to Nigeria.
Amen.
What I have to say is, this exposure is happening so that anybody that is doubting will know. The whole world, the thing has come to 360 degrees. Anybody that is denying what is happening will see it.
That's right.
Now that it has connected to international, even if Nigerians are unable to do anything, Nigeria is getting to North Korea, Russia, and China. That's what Nigeria is getting to. So the people are being clamped down. They cannot talk. They cannot do anything. But internationally, our eyes are open. The whole world is saying it. It's a pariah. Nigeria has become a thing of shame. So continue what you're doing. We are all supporting you. And by the grace of God, you create an avenue where we make a greater support.
I know.
We can only save Nigeria from diaspora.
God bless
the
you.
people at home, they are blind,
Yes.
they are deaf, they cannot see.